Hi folks, today I have for us a video that's a little hard to cover, but I feel it's needed to be covered here. And it's from Redress Now, where a auditor goes to a Buffalo School Board's office to talk to them about the ongoing situation there. I'll elaborate further into the video. But before we start today's video, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. And a word from our sponsor today at Aura. Aura. I want to talk to you about Aura. In today's world of frauditors filming banks, scam callers, people using card skimmers, and data brokers buying and selling your data, you need to make sure your data is safe. And Aura can help. By going to aura.com/NCR, they are offering you a free 14-day trial. That's enough time for Aura to start getting your data off these data brokering websites without you having to lift a finger. In 2024 alone, there were more than 1.7 billion data breach notices issued out in the U.S. In fact, a family member of mine had a data breach in 2024 and didn't realize until this year alone. Aura is your all-in-one digital security, offering real-time alerts for your credit and banking, and if any of your information is found on the dark web, parental controls for your family, and a free VPN and antivirus if you ever use public Wi-Fi. I use Aura myself, and within hours of signing up, they were already sending me notifications that my data was being removed from data brokers. So, scan the QR code or go to aura.com/NCR or click the link in the description box to get your free 14-day trial, which you can cancel at any time. That's aura.com/NCR for your free 14-day trial. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
What you thought? So what he thought. He wants to have a conversation with Dan outside. Did you say you wanted to meet Dan outside?
You just take a swing at him?
You want me to take it?
He wants to go outside. I don't want to.
You want to launch him?
In with him.
I'll leave him
This
with
guy.
you.
Okay.
I mean, bring the broken one.
Come on in.
Before we continue any further, there is some context needed here. Angry Cop, aka Richard Hine, who is an SVU detective in the city of Buffalo, New York, has brought to the attention to several podcasts and news outlets there of incidents that the Buffalo school districts are hiding certain phone calls. Now, since 2021, there have been over 17,000 police calls to the Buffalo school districts. Not to mention that 54% of these calls are being labeled as miscellaneous or informational calls. The problem is these calls are also being used under that same classification to hide incidents of abuse and reported abuse between students or people just coming out reporting that the abuse happened to them. There have been other incidents that are being labeled under these calls, such as a shooting, a stabbing, a teacher giving 2 students THC gummies, and an attempted kidnapping. Now, the issue is not the fact that the frauditors had went to the Buffalo School District to confront the staff, but it's how they handled it. And I am not saying they're in the right or in the wrong until we go through the entire video. I'm bringing this context to you so you can understand the volatile situation that happened and to have more information.
My body camera's on. He has no camera on right now. It's completely off. Okay. We are here to have a face-to-face and hopefully squash this incident so it doesn't get out of hand any more than what it kind of is. So you guys can hash it out. Everything is on body camera right now, just so you're aware for us.
But we're on the same side.
I don't think we are. Huh?
Why not?
Because you are going about this all the wrong way. You only think this is the right way, but the way you are coming in here and not knowing every other employee in this building as far as what their background is or what they've done in the past, you putting those cameras in my face, inappropriate. I get I'm a public employee, but when I ask you nicely to get the camera out of my face, should have been done.
You didn't ask me nicely.
I did. I said, get the camera out of my face. Then the second time I asked nicely. I did ask nicely at least once.
Now, I've tried to find videos that would show the lead up to the confrontation that we saw in the beginning of the video, but I couldn't find anything that led up to what the gentleman in blue was discussing, saying that he asked nicely. He did say to get the camera out of his face twice before smacking the camera. Now, we are familiar with how frauditors like to do their audits, but both parties are in the wrong here. If they are causing a disruption to the public schools where they can't carry out their duties, that is wrong on the frauditor's side. However, the gentleman is wrong on his side for striking the camera. He did make other veiled threats towards the auditors, and, well, I'm not trying to be pro-frauditor here, but when there's wrong on both sides, I have to call it out when I see it, and both parties so far are in the wrong here.
I didn't hear you say that. I just heard you come down the stairs. The only interaction I had with you was coming down the stairs. That's the first time I interacted with you.
Camera in the face as I'm hitting the stairs.
Only because you made a comment about Dan taking him outside and beating his ass. And that's when I asked, why do you want to fight?
Because he was the same thing. As I'm walking down the stairs, he's got his tripod all in my face.
I didn't see that. I didn't know. I wasn't there. I'm sorry. I wasn't there. I didn't see that part. We're not here to piss you off.
But that's what you're doing.
I understand.
Do you though?
Yes, I do. But
Because it seems like you get the fucking kicks out of this. Like it turns you on or something. Let's be real.
No, it's more of...
I get you want answers about some of this shit.
Yeah.
Just like anyone else would.
Yeah.
I want those answers as a parent.
Yes.
Alright?
Yes.
But again, yourself and your two buddies out there should know there's a right way and a wrong way. You're adults, correct?
Yes.
Good. So then why not go to the department heads or the heads of the fucking school district? Set a meeting up with them instead of just coming in here and putting everyone on fucking blast.
We tried. All their doors are locked.
No, send them an email. Try to schedule something. Don't just walk in the fucking building like a goddamn bull in China shop, think you're gonna get something. You're not gonna get, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get locked fucking doors. Every goddamn time you're gonna get locked fucking doors!
Now, we can all agree this is kind of a hard video to cover because both parties make valid points for who's in the wrong here. Yes, the gentleman in blue who works for the school board is right. You know, if they just come in there, cameras in people's faces, all they're going to get is locked doors. They're not going to get the answers they're trying to get. They're not going to try to help anybody this way. It's only going to make a bigger divide. However, his aggression and his anger and the way he's acting is not helping either. We can all agree that the safety and well-being of the children in those schools is what's important. Nobody wants to turn on the news and hear about, you know, a tragedy happening at a school that could have been prevented. But when both parties are in the wrong, who do we really side with? Again, I'm not trying to be pro-frauditor here, but we can clearly see that there's wrong on both sides. Yes, the auditor in the yellow hoodie right now, he's being calm, he's being respectful, but when we have this employee acting aggressive, and he did make comments about wanting to lay Dan's ass outside, that is wrong. That is actually a crime, and that is the kind of things that we don't need in government.
But, yo, we're trying to
Because you and your two buddies can't do this shit the right way. You call someone, email
We
them.
tried. I actually called the security officer.
No, the security officers have nothing. Try to reach out to the superintendent's office or cabinet members.
We knocked on their door.
No, knocking on doors isn't the solution. That's not doing it. They're not going to answer you or sit down with you and have those conversations.
Can I chime in one more time? Because you're clearly upset, I understand. You're mad at the wrong person, sir. Why are you mad at me? They lock their fucking doors and make you deal with it. The superintendent office, the security office, call the security number on the door. It's not fucking answerable. You're mad at me? These people left you out to fucking dry.
So then
And
how
you're
about
mad
you
at
do
me.
this? Superintendent didn't answer, this person didn't answer, that person didn't answer, this person didn't answer, their doors are locked. But what do you decide to do?
They let you hang out to dry.
No, what you decide to do with your two friends out there is you decide to wander the building
Yes.
and keep recording shit and to see who you could incite. Who can be pissed off?
I didn't want to
Who
piss
can
you
be
off.
angry?
You ignored me the whole time. I had nothing to say to you. You got mad, and I
That's
understand.
bullshit, because when I was on the 7th floor and I was walking upstairs, you and your two buddies were making comments. Are you part of the cover-up? Are you part of the cover-up?
Oh,
There
we
you
did.
go. Throwing shit at me. Throwing fucking mud at me. You don't know who I am.
I don't.
Now, the gentleman in blue is bringing up a very valid point. Accusing all the employees of being a part of a cover-up is not going to help anything. Now, you're accusing all the employees randomly of, well, are you part of the cover-up? That's going to incite somebody. That's going to infuriate somebody to the point where they would act out in an aggressive manner or in a violent manner. But he's right. You can't just accuse all the employees. He's not the superintendent. He's not on the school board. He's just a buyer. He works in buying things for the schools, equipment, buses, supplies for the schools that they might need. But if you're accusing just everybody at random who works for the school board, you're not going to get the answers you need. You're not going to get the answers that people deserve to have. This is not going to work out well. All you're going to do is cause a confrontation like we saw happen in the beginning of the video and get somebody angry and aggressive like we're seeing now.
Who are you? It's none of your business.
Okay.
You want to tell me who you are? I'll tell you who I am.
My name's Dwayne.
Good. I'm still not giving you my name.
That's fine. You don't have to look at it. That's fine. But
I don't want to interject. We're just trying to solve the phone as well. We'd like to figure that out too. That's all I got to say. You can continue.
As far as
Phone being.
yeah, it hit the wall pretty hard, man. You got it good. It smashed and broke.
What do you want me to do?
Well, here's the deal. You guys could work it out. He already said it's an old phone, a couple $100.
Yeah.
Or I'd have to charge you for the criminal mischief to the phone. So if you guys want to talk about that part of it as well, I have till 4 or longer.
Now, the officer brought up the fact that this falls under criminal mischief. And under state statute 145.00, criminal mischief, a person is guilty of criminal mischief in the 4th degree when having no right to do so, nor any reasonable grounds to believe that he or she has the right to do so, or if he or she intentionally damages property of another person. Now, the phone in question does fall under the criminal mischief under the 4th degree because it falls between $250 and $1,000. Now, the police are trying to see if they can work out a peaceful resolution without having to write the guy a appearance ticket. But if that's not what he wants to do, then the cops are forced to give him a appearance ticket to appear in court for criminal mischief in the 4th degree.
But go ahead.
I mean, I'm not giving you money for the phone.
We'll charge it. We're good here. I'll take the charge.
I'm saying,
Yep.
do you want to press charges?
Yes, please.
Okay.
We're good here.
Put your money back. Thank you.
Wait a second.
Can I get your underarrest for the phone?
I was told I wasn't going to be under arrest.
No, that was prior all this. There's still damage to all this with the phone. We can't.
Renee. Call my sister.
You're eligible for an appearance ticket.
It's an appearance ticket. You're not leaving.
Police are here. They're arresting me.
It's an appearance ticket. You're not going downtown.
Why?
So you're gonna write it up. Get your out of the camera.
Can I get all my stuff out of here?
Yes.
And you can take it.
Take it what?
Take it with me so I can leave.
Are you gonna quit or something?
Huh?
You quitting or something?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll let you back up. We just gotta write this ticket quick.
Yeah.
You're free to go.
Take
Right?
Well, why are you putting handcuffs on me for that?
Because you're in our custody right now, unfortunately.
So instead of the paying
And these
of the
guys
phone,
record it, we gotta
if
do
you don't
everything by
want
our
any money to
policies,
give
so.
him for restitution, since you said no, he wants you charged for. So instead of $200-300 to say here, you said no.
So where am I going?
You're going to be issued an
Downstairs to our
appearance
car.
ticket in our
Right there.
vehicle, then
Back
you get
up
let
here.
go, and I leave.
They're putting me in handcuffs.
No, because it's all
for
on
an
the
appearance
computer.
ticket.
No, why do you have to put them in here?
We're going to walk out with them, but I don't want.
Because our policy, when you're under arrest, you get
You
caught.
can't just give them a ticket?
No, it's all on the computer. We have to walk out.
We
with
gotta do
them.
things the right way too.
telling you right now.
I know
They're gonna
it's
be
more
recording
embarrassing
us.
than anything else, but he's gonna be released right here.
All three of those motherfuckers, good as dead.
Now, the gentleman in blue did break another law here. State statute 120.15, menacing, which states, if a person makes any threat or does anything to make a reasonable person fear for their life or safety, is guilty of a Class B misdemeanor. By him making the threats of wanting to fight Dan outside and saying that these MFers are as good as dead, that could count as a menacing charge. He could actually go to jail for that one and not get the release ticket.
Here.
All three of those motherfuckers good as dead. Yeah.
Do you have any like issues with walking at all, or?
I got two.
do we gotta do though?
Do you think we want to?
No.
I know.
I just locked up a security guard for Mason Little Girl the other day. Because it was excessive. Believe me, this is...
If I can go
Why can't
above.
why can't you write him a ticket?
It is an appearance ticket. He's getting an appearance ticket. I can't. We don't write appearance tickets out. Everything is done on the computer.
No, don't worry about it.
So if you'd like me to, I'd have to take it to the garage, have them reinstall the mount, and then I could bring it back up here. So it's only going to delay it.
And we're going to end it here, folks. The gentleman in blue was given a appearance ticket to appear in court for criminal mischief in the 4th degree. I have no updates to this case because this recently just happened. Now, the video does continue on for a bit more where they're trying to plead and see if the cops can bring the computer up to give him his ticket because they don't want another confrontation. He has to stay in handcuffs. This is a hard video to cover due to the fact that there are both sides who make valid points and there are both sides who are in the wrong. Let me know in the comment section what you all believe. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep this channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me, and I can never thank you enough for all the support and encouragement you guys give. You guys rock.